Representative Mattson.
Here.
Representative Moore.
Here.
Representative Ramirez.
Excused.
Representative Shipley.
Absent.
Representative Stone.
Here. Since the last meeting was distributed electronically, there are no corrections or objections, they will stand approved. Signing the bill, Senate File 2318, Representative
Bowden, Chair Wheeler and Levin. Senate File 2299, Representative Stone, Chair Henderson and Kurth. Senate File 2219, Representative Hora, Chair Bain and Madison. Senate File 2320, Representative Gelbach, Chair Johnson and Kurth. Senate File 2319, Representative Larson, Chair Stone and Ellert. Senate File 2231, Representative Fett, Chair Gelbach and Madsen. And Senate File 2220, Representative Gelbach, Chair Bradley and Ramirez. We will start today with Senate File 2320. Chair recognizes Representative Gelbach for opening remarks on Senate File 2320.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. 2320 involves concurrent enrollment for students taking community college courses. This requires that if the course is offered online or in person, that they have it be enrolled in person unless they get a superintendent or superintendent designee's permission to do it online. Those are my opening comments.
Is there discussion? Chair recognizes Representative Kurth.
I served on the subcommittee for this bill, and I think it's really good policy. Students do better when they're in a classroom with a teacher as opposed to being online. I think that the fiscal note's kind of interesting because apparently the cost for high school districts when a student takes an online class is slightly less than when they take it in the classroom itself. But I think that the overall fiscal hit is definitely worth it if we have more students completing the courses that they're taking.
Seeing no further discussion, Chair recognizes Representative Gelbach for closing remarks on Senate File 2320.
I'll move Senate File 2320.
Representative Gelbach moves Senate File 2320. Clerk call the roll.
Representative Wheeler.
Aye.
Representative Ellert.
Aye.
Representative Bain.
Aye.
Representative Bowden.
Aye.
Representative Bradley.
Aye.
Representative Gelbach.
Aye.
Representative Gosa.
Aye.
Representative Hayes.
Aye.
Representative Henderson.
Aye.
Representative Hora.
Aye.
Representative Ingalls.
Aye.
Representative Johnson.
Aye.
Representative Kenneth McCullough.
Aye.
Representative Kurth.
Aye.
Representative Larson. Representative Levin.
Aye.
Representative Madison. Representative Mattson.
Aye.
Representative Moore.
Aye.
Representative Stone.
Aye.
The unanimous vote, the bill moves to the floor as a committee bill. Chair recognizes Representative Stone for opening remarks on Senate File 2299.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Senate File 2299 is a bill that holds a student or parent of a student who fails a community college offered class financially responsible for that class. Mr. Chair, that concludes the opening comments on Senate File 2299.
Is there discussion? Chair recognizes Representative Kurth.
Thank you. I have problems with this particular bill. There are natural consequences when you take a college class and you fail it or you withdraw from it. And that means you get 0 grade points, for instance, or you will have to retake the class. I feel that if we're asking students to be in a college class and that they should experience the consequences in the same way. I'm also concerned that assessing a fee if a student fails the class or withdraws from the class would have a dampening effect on them wanting to take or trying to take a college class. And especially for students who might be low income and concerned that their parents would have to repay, I think that adds another consideration. So I am opposed to this particular bill.
Chair recognizes Representative Ellert.
Thank you. I was wondering if Representative Stone would yield for a question.
Will the gentleman yield?
Yes.
It's not a gotcha. I'm just really curious. I do hear from districts, that this is an expense, but I haven't heard that students failing was an issue. So I was just wondering if you knew an overall percentage of how many students are failing these classes.
Yeah, so we're getting that. We'll have that number for the floor, and I'll bring that number. But at this time, it was just a holistic, like districts are losing thousands of dollars, and this was a way for them to recoup it. So.
Thank you.
Chair recognizes Representative Gosa.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Would Representative Stone yield for a quick question?
William and Yield.
Yes.
Go for it.
I just have a quick question on this. Actually, having a kiddo who did concurrent enrollment, and I don't know if people are aware of this, but parents can't actually talk to the teacher about their student's progress. Do you know, is there a way to address that with this bill? Because if I'm going to be on the hook for it and paying for it as a parent, I would like to be able to talk to the teacher to find out how I can help my student. I support the concept of the bill. I think it's good, but I just don't know if people realize that the parents can't actually talk to the instructor on the status of their students. So I just wanted to see if there was something we could work on to address that.
Yeah, well, while I do agree with that, this bill does not go into covering that portion. So.
Seeing no further discussion, Chair recognizes Representative Stone moves Senate File 2299. Clerk call the roll.
Representative Wheeler.
Aye.
Representative Ellert.
No.
Representative Bain.
Aye.
Representative Bowden.
Aye.
Representative Bradley.
Aye.
Representative Gelbach.
Aye.
Representative Gosa.
Aye.
Representative Hayes.
Aye.
Representative Henderson. Representative Hora. Representative Ingles.
Aye.
Representative Johnson.
Aye.
Representative Kniff McCullough. Representative Kurth.
No.
Representative Levin.
No.
Representative Madison.
No.
Representative Mattson.
No.
Representative Moore.
Aye.
Representative Stone.
Aye.
With a vote of 14 in favor and 5 against, the bill moves to the floor as a committee bill. Last but not least, Chair recognizes Representative Bowden for opening remarks on Senate File 2218.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Senate File 2218 is a bill for verification of identity and employment eligibility of individuals by the Board of Educational Examiners and by school districts. Those are my opening comments.
Is there discussion? Chair recognizes Representative Levin.
Thank you, Chair. While I certainly appreciate the spirit of the bill, at present, individuals have to be legally allowed to work in this state in order to be employed by our school districts. So this does not change that. What it does is potentially impose costs or complication on the hiring process. So, excuse me, I apologize. My concern is that while this bill does not specify E-Verify, E-Verify is the most efficient and cost-effective way to implement this bill. E-Verify has problems at the federal level. It's not a great system. It's prone to error. It can shut down when there's a government shutdown, and the state of Iowa has no control over that, much as we might like to. The other options for implementation of this bill, if a district decides to not go through E-Verify, are going to be a lot more expensive. And so I have real concerns about what this looks like implementation-wise on our districts, so I will be a no vote today.
For the purposes of the committee, Representative Larson is here. Seeing no further discussion, Representative Bowden moves Senate File 2218. Clerk call the roll.
Representative Wheeler.
Aye.
Representative Ellert. Representative Bain.
Aye.
Representative Bowden.
Aye.
Representative Bradley.
Aye.
Representative Gelbach.
Aye.
Representative Gosa.
Aye.
Representative Hayes.
Aye.
Representative Henderson.
Aye.
Representative Hora.
Aye.
Representative Ingles.
Aye.
Representative Johnson.
Aye.
Representative Kniff McCullough.
Aye.
Representative Kurth.
No.
Representative Larson.
Aye.
Representative Levin.
No.
Representative Madison.
No.
Representative Mattson.
Aye.
Representative Moore.
Aye.
Representative Stone.
Aye.
Vote is 17 in favor and 3 against. The bill moves to the floor as a committee bill. That will conclude today's meeting. If there's no further anything to come before the committee, Representative Hayes moves we adjourn.